Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of my lecture. On today's episode, we will be discussing about documentary evidence. And then the question is, what is documentary evidence? Before we go into the details, let us look at the definition of a document under section 258, subsection 1 of the Evidence Act. Now, documents includes books, maps, plans, graphs, drawings, photographs, and also includes any matter expressed or described upon any substance by means of letters, figures, or marks, or by more than one of these means, intended to be used or which may be used for the purpose of recording that matter. It can be concluded that document is anything that convey information. That's why I put it, in bullet point. Anything that convey information basically is a document. Do you understand that? It need not be in books. It could be in anything whatsoever. Toilet roll. You just decide to write something. Yes, that's a document. You can admit that into evidence. Do you understand that? So now, you see, there was a time I was having a mock trial when I went to Babcock and all that, and hadn't really learned the nitty-gritty of evidence at that point. And then I wanted to tender a particular document, and then the opposing counsel objected. I was before a real state high judge, not a normal anyhow person. A real state high judge was before us, and she listened to his objection and told me to respond. Now, what was I about to tender? I was about to tender somebody's biodata, school's biodata, trying to prove to the court that he was a student. He objected and said that document cannot go into evidence because that document is a secondary evidence, and I had not laid proper foundation to admit a secondary evidence. I should have started by laying proper foundation first. At that point, I didn't even understand what it was to lay foundation for primary and secondary evidence when you're talking about documentary evidence. So you see, now that you know what a document is, then you need to know that there are two types. You have the primary evidence and the secondary evidence, and that is what I'll be discussing in my next class. So I want you to look at this particular definition, try to digest it before you watch the video, which is going to be my next class. So I will see you in the next class.